looked like it was about to rain. Wow. Over here, it's like all sunny. Hey, Dan, good to see you again. Woo! Too hot. I'm doing okay. All right, we are here with the group, and we're gonna ride up to the mountains, Angeles Crest Highway, I guess, and maybe to Bike Fest. See, like everybody's over there all trying to be all shy. All right, my friends, so in this little section right here, I'm riding with my biker buddies, but we get separated because there was a car that cut in between us, and most of the guys, they just kept going. And you know, they're supposed to wait for me somewhere on the top of the hill, but they never did. But I never usually worried because sooner or later I would catch up with them. But in this particular ride, there was a fork in the road. And I wasn't sure whether the guys went left or they went straight. And you know, they should have stayed at the fork, but they didn't. They just took whatever turn they took. So right about here, let me see if I'm keeping, yeah, right there, you could make a left and go up the hill, or you can go straight. I wasn't sure which way they went. I decided just to go straight, but I think they ended up going left because I kept going and going, and I just could never find them. I was like, where are these guys? You know, and I kept going. I'm like, I couldn't be that far behind. But anyway, I got sick and tired of riding, and I knew I needed to get to San Bernadino. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to just sit here and try to figure out where these guys went and keep going deeper into the mountains. You know, that's how horror movies start, right? You know, you get lost and you end up in some place with a serial killer. So I decided just to pull off to the side of the road. Not pull off the side of the road, but pull off on this this little, I guess, what do you call those things? You know, a rest stop, a little rest stop. And that's, you know, where you see me pulling into right now. All right, friends. So I was riding with my friends, my biker friends, and they left me behind. Can you believe that? Left me behind. I got stuck behind this car and they just all took off without me. I thought I could catch up, but I can't. And I'm up here in the mountains. I have no clue where the hell I am. So I'm going to head back down the mountain, try to pick up the freeway and see if I can still make it to San Bernardino to check out the Bike Fest. But it looks like it's going to be a solo ride for the Ozman today, for a solo day, a solo ride. Oh, well, and my friends, lame. They're lame for leaving me behind. That's all I'm going to say. Lame. Before I take off, I just want to show you I'm up here in the hills. It's kind of nice up here. Got a lot of flies or mosquitoes or something. I guess it's called the American Indian Cultural Center. So, you know, not too bad up here, not too shabby pappy. All right, friends, I'm gonna pick up the freeway and hopefully I'll make it to Bike Fest. All right, I'm inside the Bike Fest. The band is playing some Rolling Stones music. I'm on my way to see LK Moto Art and check out her booth. She's the one who has the dragon bike. If you watch my past videos, you've seen me talk about her. But anyway, it seems like the crowd is kind of mellow here, to be honest. But I'll stick around for a bit. I am kind of pissed off that my friends abandoned me, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. I got some motorcycles. Always nice to see some motorcycles. Look at that beautiful bike. Got a big chopper over here. This bike's famous. I've seen this bike like all over the place. Dragon bike. Looks like it's back from the grave. My friend Lily, her bike's been in the shop for a while. It looks like she's got it out and about. That's that dragon bike right there. She's over there chit-chatting with the Evil Knievel chopper. I'll go in there in a second. This is her bike. She's also an artist, so this is her artwork. Got a fancy belt there. But no tall boots. I just finished talking to Lily. She's the LK Moto art girl. She says there's going to be a stunt show a little later. It is unbelievably hot out here. Woo. By the way, my friends sent me a text message saying they waited for me. Whatever. Lame. But in any case, you know, I know my viewers love the tall boots, but I really shouldn't have worn them today because it is freaking hot over here. Woo. And my calves, I guess. I'm feeling the heat there. Believe me, these West Coast boots, man. Woo. But anyway, they look good. You know, what can I say? I'm badass. Anyway, let me show you around. I'm going to see if I can find something to eat. All right, so this is the event. You know, it's not bad. I mean, you know, the thing with these motorcycle events is that it's hard to get them going from the ground up. And I think this is the first time they're trying this. So, you know, it's never easy. They're all trying to become like a Sturgis or something like that, but it takes a long time to become a Sturgis. These guys are selling audio equipment. I guess Panda washes your bike. How you doing? All right, let's see if I can find something. Oh, maybe a pizza. Pizza's good. All right, I'm gonna have some pizza. Ooh, it is hot as hell out here. Anyway, this is it. Man over here doing some sauce music. Nobody's saucing.
Dicen por ahí que el vicio de amarte es malo, mas a mí me hace falta lo que quieras conmigo, mi negra, lo que quieras conmigo, mi amor.
Alright guys, I'm heading out. The event it's okay, it's an okay little event, but it's hot as hell out here. So I'm gonna take off. I did buy some shirts, so you know, trying to help them out a little bit. Alright friends, so I'm breaking in here for a little bit. As you can see, I'm about to head out, doing a little shot of the boots because I know you people love the boots. But I wanted to point something that's coming up in just a second here. That's why I'm breaking in here for a bit. So I have the GoPro down on the floor to show the boots, and all of a sudden this woman walks behind me. I didn't even notice this woman walking behind me, but you know, call me crazy or something, my friends, but I think she was checking me out. I'm not trying to sound egotistical or anything, but I think she's checking me out. But you guys be the judge, you know, do be the judge. But tell me if this does not look like someone checking me out, all right? Just take a look right now. No, I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm all that or I'm Mr. Stud or something. I'm just saying, my friends, I'm just saying. That chick was checking me out. This is what, you know, you got to keep in mind when you're out and about. You might think nobody's checking you out, but you know, you never know. Someone might be checking you out and you would never even know. Just FYI. Matter of fact, you know, someone once told me a long time ago that men are very obvious when we check out a woman, but women are very smooth, the smooth operators when they're checking out men. And I think this, what you just saw right now, is an example of that. All right, friends, how you doing? Man, I'm back home after my ride to San Bernadino, well, first I went up to the Angeles Mountains where my friends abandoned me. They later say that they supposedly were waiting for me. Yeah, sure, I believe that. But anyway, whatever. I thought I'd just chime in here real quick. I'm home. I want to show you my haul, as the YouTubers like to say. The haul, meaning what you bought there, right? So this is what I bought, so let me show you. So this is I bought some shirts. So this is the first shirt. This lady was selling heavy metal shirts, and I'm a big heavy metal fan. So this is the Mighty Death. Some people credit this band as the founding of death metal. That's why it's called death metal. Yeah, Death is a great band. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. Heavy metal has got a lot of subgenres: black metal, death metal, techno metal, industrial metal, thrash metal, glam metal, hair metal, ballad metal, love metal, all kinds of metal. But rap metal, but death metal is one of my favorite, and of course the legendary Death. So bought that t-shirt. This is not a heavy metal band. This is a classic rock band, the mighty Pink Floyd. Oh yeah. And of course, The Wall is my favorite Pink Floyd record. And I've always liked this hammers, these double hammers. I've always thought that's a very cool symbol. If you ever saw the movie The Wall, that's kind of their takeoff on a sort of right-wing extremist Nazi kind of thing. But I've always loved this symbol. I always thought it looked so cool. When I saw The Wall when I was like, I think I was maybe 10 or 11. My parents took me there. I'm surprised they did, but they did, to see the movie. And I remember seeing the whole section with the military part with the hammers, these hammers, and I just thought they were so cool. And I've never forgotten them. That's why I got this flag, see? Look at that. Because I just think it's such a cool symbol that I don't know, it's something that, when you're a kid, things just kind of ingrain in you and they stick with you all the way to adulthood. And this hammer symbol, I've always liked it. I've never forgot it. I used to draw it on my textbooks. Back when I was a kid, you had to put brown paper bags on your book in order for it to, to keep the books clean, I guess. And everybody would draw stuff on there. And I would always put heavy metal, rock bands on it. And I'd always put the hammers. I always loved the hammers. So anyway, I saw this shirt, and I'm a big Pink Floyd fan. It's actually probably my favorite band. I saw Pink Floyd actually in concert back in '87 without Roger Waters, but still it was great. I also seen David Gilmour solo, and he's just a great guitarist. He's a big inspiration as far as my guitar playing, Mighty David Gilmour. Anyway, Pink Floyd, gotta love him. The Wall and the Hammers. Finally, I went to this is the name of the show I went to, the Bike Fest 2022. I always like to try to support these motorcycle events as best I can. And I always try to buy a t-shirt. I got so many t-shirts, it's ridiculous. But anyway, Bike Fest, very nice organizers. I think they did a pretty decent job, but unfortunately it's just gonna take a while, I think, for it to really build up. But I'm willing to check it out again next year. And I still thought they did a very well, organized thing. These motorcycle events, they're very hard to pull off. And I got to give credit to these organizers because they're very nice. It's a couple, and they're just very cool people. They're very nice to me, and they were grateful. They said, thanks for coming down. Thanks for supporting our event. It's tough. If you're not a biker, maybe you don't quite get it, but there's a lot of motorcycle events all over the country. But the two big ones is Sturgis in South Dakota and Daytona Bike Week in Florida. These are the two biggies. But there's so many motorcycle rallies. I mean, there was the Laughlin Run, now it's the Bullhead City Run. There's Street Vibrations. There's a bunch. There's Myrtle Bike Week. But anyway, all of these motorcycle rallies and events take a long time to build up. I mean, Sturgis has been around since like 80 years or so, 82 years or something. And I think Daytona Bike Week's been around for, pretty much the same amount of time. So, these guys are just trying to start this, and this is their second year. So, it's going to take a while. Plus, it's very hot. Today was very hot. And to be out in Daytona, to be out in San Bernadino, even though it's October, you'd think it'd be freezing. You'd think it'd be like cold and stuff, but it's not. It's not. It was very hot. I think that was a big factor that it didn't have the crowd level, but I think in time it could if they keep going. But these rallies just could take time and time and time. But I'm going to try to support them. They were very nice. And last time I went to the Long Beach motorcycle show, and that was also kind of small. It had a lot of beautiful women, but a little small as well. But I'm going to support both of them because I'm a biker, and I want these biking events to continue. And you know, it's just tough. I mean, whenever you're trying to set up a new kind of annual event, it's always challenging because it's a lot of logistics. People got to know about your event. You got to try to get out there. You're the advertising, and people got to come out and give you a chance. So, you know, whether it's motorcycles or, you know, something else, a street fair or whatever, or Burning Man or whatever you want to, you go to. I mean, there's all kinds of rallies, whatever you're into, you know, the Renaissance Fair, whatever you're into, it takes a while for that to take off. So I'm going to support these guys. I credit them for doing a pretty good job putting it together, and we'll see what happens next year. Anyway, until next time, my friends, ride like the wind. Don't let that wind ride you. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.